For Tyler Wilson, a combat wounded veteran shot multiple times in Afghanistan, every day takes teamwork.
Work together, guys.
The first bullet hit me in the spine from the side and instantly paralyzed me.
His wife, Crystal, helps manage his care.
Try and keep your elbows as straight as you can.
Their sons, what the Elizabeth Dole Foundation calls hidden helpers, young people who take on responsibilities far beyond their years.
Our kids are the type of people that will give that type of care without thinking twice. Is it hard on them? Absolutely, sometimes it's hard on them.
It's a challenge facing millions of American families. Roughly 1 in 4 adults are caregivers, and the number is growing. AARP Chief Executive Officer Dr. Maisha Minter-Jordan says this isn't a problem on the horizon. It's already here.
You either are going to be a caregiver or you will be in need of caregiving.
In just a few years, the country is expected to reach a demographic milestone. There will be more Americans over 65 than children under 18.
There are 10,000 people who are aging into 65 every year, and so this caregiving crisis is only going to continue to grow.
What are the drivers?
So there are a number of factors, one of which is we're living longer, but not necessarily healthy.
Experts warn that means more families will be asked to provide care, often while raising children.
Michael, stop screaming.
Working full-time jobs, plus trying to save for retirement.
I had to leave my career as a firefighter because of the caregiving needs at home changed, and Tyler's medical needs changed, and Tyler's medical journey changed, and no matter what, his care comes first.
For those who have to keep working, caregiving can turn into a second unpaid job. If we don't address caregiving, what does America look like in 10 years?
So we're at this point where family caregivers are, the value of the care that they provide is $1 trillion. And at the same time, we know that caregivers don't have the tools, the resources, or the financial relief that they need.
The AARP and other groups advocating for policy changes.
We do have bipartisan support. It's a matter of continuing the push, bringing the stories and bringing the visibility of caregivers to the forefront.
More than 40 states have passed legislation known as the CARE Act, meant to ensure family caregivers are included in planning with doctors and discharge plans when someone is hospitalized. Through a partnership between the AARP and United Way, people in 32 states can call 211 for local resources and support for caregivers.
Shower. Good boy.
For the Wilsons, the need is urgent.
She's willing to go to bat over anything for me, and it's a love I know I've never felt before and wouldn't want any other way.
The Elizabeth Dole Foundation commissioned a RAND report that found that more than 40% of caregivers in military families taking care of someone 60 or under met criteria for probable depression, and 70% of those caregivers reported difficulty paying the bills. The Elizabeth Dole Foundation, by the way, does have some information for families on their Family Resource Hub.
We thank you for watching, and remember, stay updated on breaking news and top stories on the NBC News app or watch live on our YouTube channel.